Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a sunny, already hot Thursday morning. My name is Amy. I am from the Painted Trunk at 275 Franklin Street in downtown Rocky Mount. I am going to do a little unbagging video because I haven't done one in like a hot minute, and I do have a few things tucked in a box that I am just now getting to. If you are new here, I do a couple unboxing videos. I try to be consistent, but I'm a hot mess. And show you tours of the store and tell you a little bit about what I have folks bringing me or about what we discover when we are out picking. And I've been riding around with 2 bags in the car, and last night they were clinking. And I'm like, I have got to get that inside because it had fitting in the bag and I can just hear it clinking because I was totally unprepared to pick up this glass. I had no wrapping paper. I didn't even have a box. I had my cold bags. So I have 2 bags of some glassware and I have a box. So tag your friends who like Fenton and who like Hens on Nest, because I took a huge collection of everybody calls them something different. It's either chicken on a basket, hen on a nest, chicken on a nest. Like, everybody calls it something different, but it's the chicken that's on the basket. And I have some different colors that I hadn't quite seen before. So let's get into it. And we are open till 5 o'clock today and tomorrow, and we're open 10 to 4 on Saturday. If you see anything in this video you're like, I have to have that in my life, good morning, Lee. If you see anything in the video that you must have, please message me. I will set it aside. I just need you to come in before Saturday. So, well, the only thing in this bag is a decanter, and it's cut glass. It's not crystal. Everybody knows how to do the crystal test, right? Well, we do have a ring. You hear it? Glass doesn't ring like that. It just goes clink. So really heavy stopper. And as a ground stopper, it doesn't have the plastic bit on it. That's kind of how you know it's a little bit older. Doesn't denote anything. But hi, Cindy. Really pretty decanter. I do have an entire box of decanters. So if you were looking for any kind of glass decanter, I definitely have it. This has a really pretty pattern. I don't know that you're going to be able to see it, but there is actually a pattern cut into it. And then there's a pattern in that pattern of etched glass. And it's super duper pretty. So very heavy, probably 5 pounds. All right, let's look at the other bag here. I literally put Fenton in a bag like this. That's how unprepared I was. Oh, I gotta get the zipper going here. Okay, I found these frosted highball glasses. They're the Virginia, has state bird and the state flower on it. I found 3. I don't normally pick up odds because, 1, I can't leave the 3rd one behind. What if it gets lonely? And I just don't normally pick up 3rds, but I picked them up because I picked them up. They were included in the deal. And the next pick that I went on, I found 5. So now I have an even amount. This is why we do this. Like, you are not alone. We could have a whole support group. I was talking to a customer yesterday that did the same thing. There's a whole support group of us out there that pick up odd glasses and hope to one day find its partners. Oh, I did have a sweatshirt in here. So, all right. So we have not Fenton. And these price tags are not what I paid. So we're just going to go ahead and take those off. Little crinkle glass. Little blue pitchers. Cindy, I hope you're feeling better. So little crinkle glass in blue. They have different tops. One's a ruffle, one's not. And not Murano. in case you're a Murano kind of girl. Not Murano, but art glass. It does have a smooth bottom. But look at the kitty cat. And it's got the cool green, blue, turquoise, some different colors in it. It's really pretty. Really pretty. Not vintagey. In fact, I still think it has a tag on it, but I loved it. I really love adding in some wood elements because it really warms something up if you have a ton of the... I love wood with crystal, clear crystal, so it's a good way, but still had a tag on it. It is hand painted in India. This is not a toy. It says on the sticker, not a toy. So don't buy it to play with it. Just one bookend. I mean, I don't know if bookend is the plural term, but that's just one. Here's the Fenton. So a little basket, blue ruffled edge. So not very, some people call them a top hat. I don't know. You tell me. But it's got a really pretty blue. I was really drawn to blue that day. I don't know. I have a lot of blue. We have hobnail blue. It's almost like a slag glass. It's a really pretty swirly pattern. This still has a sticker. Morning, Chris. This one still has its sticker. Fenton, did y'all know that's like close? That's like our neighbor. That's like West Virginia. So, I mean, buy local, right? So, here's another piece of hobnail. This is opaque, opalescent. Words are hard. It's only $8.39. This actually has, what's that called? It's called a, begins with P, I think. It's got where you put in your tapers. It's got 3 tapers, or it could be a candy dish. It could be a trinket dish, but it's got a really pretty ruffled edge that's opalescent, and it has a fade into that pretty blue color. I think this was Jeanette glass, but it was blue, so that's why I picked it up. Pretty little sugar bowl. Be pretty with a succulent in it. Let's see, a couple more pieces. This was pretty. This actually has a sheen to it. It's iridescent. I can see it. You might not be able to see it. I need to do a little research on this. It doesn't feel heavy enough to be Fenton. So I think it's in the Carnival Glass family. Now, whether it's Indiana Glass, Jeanette, or one of the other dozen companies that made Carnival Glass, but it's probably on the newer side, mid-century, but it is a very pretty blue iridescent vase. All right, and here's another decanter. I was told, although this has no marking, I was told this came from the railway. And I said, how do you know that came from the railway? And he said, because I put a sticker on it. It says RWY. Apparently that means railway, and you can put that sticker on anything. And that means it's from the railroad. So I feel a new tagging program going on. But this is again, a stopper with no plastic. Does denote a little bit of age, but is not a clear indicator. I do feel that this is old. It's got a really pretty, and I do feel it's some of it is blown, some of it is attached, but it's got a really pretty flat base. It's heavy. Not as heavy as that other one I showed you, but it's heavy. And again, I have a whole box of decanters that need to be wiped down and priced, but tons of bottles. I do love a bottle. That is everything out of my bag. This was my only piece I had wrapped around everything because that was the only thing I had in the car. So again, that is a life lesson on why you shouldn't clean your car out, because I got rid of all my packing material and my extra boxes. Oh, two little things on the side pocket. Little bitty side iron. And these the salt and pepper shaker set. So there are a ton of cute salt and pepper shakers in the store right now. One of my vendors has, and I'll show you before we get off, I won't run through the vendor booths. Everybody refreshed go up for this week. So I'm gonna go through and show you the vendor booths. They are bringing in great things. I have to not shop them every time they come in because they have some fantastic stuff right now. All right, another little box to show you. Everybody need a fan? I love these little wooden, woven pieces, but that one's got a little bit of flowers. All right. Sorry about the paper crinkling, but it is what it is. Oh, I got a few pieces of cobalt in this group because it was just in the cabinet with my chickens. So those will go on the July 4th table. So a little bit different shape on all of those. I think this is, well, I got one more piece after this. I love that color blue. All right, I'm getting to the chickens. But these are the little votive holders, shot glasses, whatever your weekend entails. All right. Now these chickens don't look terribly exciting, but they are old. They're very old. This one's heavy. Let's see. We'll put that one there. I believe, yeah, Westmoreland. Westmoreland made a ton of the milk glass chickens. So the majority of the chickens that you pick up are going to be Westmoreland. Fenton did do some, but I feel like Westmoreland are more like fat chickens. They're not the skinny chickens. Really pretty. It's got that red crest. This one is missing a little bit of paint. But it's a very heavy chicken. This thing probably weighs 3 pounds. But it still has its sticker. So I cheated. I knew this one was Westmoreland. Good morning if you're just joining us. I've got a lot of Fenton in, and I've gotten some chickens. And this one right here, again, this one's really heavy too. It does not have a sticker, but it is Westmoreland. It's got the same pattern on the bottom here. Hold on. Yeah. It's got a mark on the inside. Hold on. Let me make sure that's the... Yep. It's the Westmoreland mark. I don't think you can see it. No. Well, you see that there is something right there in the middle. It's a W with like... I think it's a G. But it's a Westmoreland mark. And they did change over the years. You can Google it and see the evolution of the mark, because you might pick up 2 or 3 things and it helps to date pieces by how they change their mark. All right, we've got those 2 chickens. Got this chicken, which, again, it's got the Westmoreland mark in it. This one's not as heavy already, but I can also tell there's a swirl pattern in the milk glass, so I want to say it's a little older. And this one's got freaky eyes. Good morning. Look at that one. That chicken has seen things. There's no telling what that chicken has seen. But it's not as heavy as the other ones. It is just as fat. But it has seen things. Alright, and then this, got 2 pieces left in the box here. It's a baby. The Westmoreland mark is in the chicken end of this one. And in the bottom. This one is just as big as that last one. I mean, just as heavy as the last one I showed you. But it's a much smaller size. So we have this one. And this one. I also got in little bitty chickens. They're like 3 inches. They're clear. I have one whole nother box of chickens I haven't gotten into yet. I know there's a cobalt one, a green one, There's a carnival chicken still in the box. I don't even know what color it is. I want to say it's orange, but it might be purple. There's a few more all white milk glass chickens. Oh, and then I have this one. I unboxed this one last night, but thought it was cool to show y'all today. I hadn't seen this kind of chicken. Now that I've looked it up, there's all kinds of different ones, and it's a slag glass chicken, and slag glass means they're at the end of their glass making, and it's kind of when the colors run together, and so it could be any different combination of color. But look at that. He's got a blue head. He's super sweet. No mark. Wait a minute. There's the mark. And it's escaping me. It looks like a number 2, but it's like a cursive number 2. It's got, you know, like the curly cues on it. It might come to me in a minute. It'll come to me in a minute. So, all right, let's set that one aside. But if you look this one up online, if you put in slag chickens, there's all kinds of colors. And I loved the ones that look like cream savers. You remember the candy cream savers? Where it had the swirly pattern? There's like orange and white ones, like creamsicles. And there were pink ones, and they were pretty cool. And I've not seen any in this area, so if you have them, let me know. This was an old piece. This one is Northwood. Any piece that I have put on eBay as far as Northwood, it's either I'm pricing it too low or people have it tagged to buy it as soon as it hits. I've had some gorgeous glass from Northwood. I've not done much research on it. I need to. This piece though, you can see it's almost like a custard glass where it's shiny, so it's not like it's not like the matte color like Vaseline glass. I would call it a custard glass, and it's not milk glass because it has a different tinge. Now that could have tinged over time because it's older, but it's got a really pretty mark on the bottom. It actually spells out Northwood. We don't even have to think about it. It's Northwood. But look at the delicate pattern on that. And it's got the scalloped edge, and then it's got a little pattern. It's a really pretty little piece, and it's almost, it looks yellow when I'm showing it to you, but it's almost gold. Like, it's a really different way. It's a different color. So I'm going to do a little research on this one. The other Northwood pieces that I had were an amazing color of opalescent blue. And as soon as I listed them, like, you get the cha-ching, and it means it's sold on eBay. And I was like, anytime that happens, we're like, man, we underpriced it or something. But normally it's because someone has it tagged to look at it as soon as it hits. So that is basically one bag, one big full bag, and one little tomato box full of glass this morning. I really enjoyed showing y'all that. I love doing the unboxing videos, so we'll get more in the habit of doing those. I have gotten in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new pieces of furniture yesterday, and so all of my furniture has entered the building, and I am working on getting it all straight. I think I have all the piles out of the floor from where I've had to move stuff around. I did knock down my wall, and I've kind of closed off that area because I haven't fiddled with that yet. They've got to do one more sanding to it, so I don't want to mess with it until they're done sanding the drywall because I'm not cleaning up the dust twice. So here, I'm going to give you a tour real quick on the vendor booths and show you what has been brought in new. So Lee came yesterday, my days run together, whatever day Lee was here, and she redid a lot of her booth, and she says when she gets back from vacation, she's gonna come in and kind of switch out the color realm here. Let me show you a couple of things that really hit my eye. Okay, one, beautiful swung glass vase. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These Art Deco lamps are amazing. Wonderful class. Are you Crystal? No, you're Glass. She has a ton of fun salt and pepper shakers. Little outhouses. She's got a couple little toilets there. I love these cows. Very MCM mushroom canisters. But the bookends have been my favorite this week. We've got unicorns made out of stone. We've got brass ducks. One of them seems to know something secret because he's got a smirk. And I am all about these foo dogs. The color is amazing on the foo dogs. So, wonderful. And then I've got, don't look at the hats that are on there, but I got this couch in. I love the fabric that's on this couch. It's nice and bright, and I love this color green. This is actually a super comfy couch if you're sitting on the ends. Super comfy. Got in a couple new small dish sets, but... And then Rachel here, let me back up a little bit. She's had a couple sales this week, so we need to move some stuff around for her. She has this piece of jadeite. I don't even know why it's still here. Everybody's always asking for jadeite. Maybe they don't see it. So here's jadeite. We've got jadeite. Jadeite in the house. And we got moon and stars. Someone came in yesterday and bought lots of moon and stars. She has a couple decanters with some nice round bottoms on them. And this really cool brass hanging planter. You could put your fruit in it. You could put a plant in it. Whatever. Priscilla. This cabinet is still here. I'm really surprised. This would be an awesome cabinet in a bathroom, in a kitchen. It's a really cool cabinet. And this mirror is heavy. It's a Victorian cast iron mirror. It sits probably a good 15-16 inches from base to tip, and it is cast, and it's got some gold flakes in it. It's really pretty. I don't think the video will do it justice, but Priscilla's got a couple holes too from where she has sold this week too. And this really cute set of 4 measuring cups. I love that with the brown glaze. So that is a lot of what we've gotten in. I also got in a new mail sorter. I love to put my bottles in the mail sorter. That one is a local mail sorter from Ferrum. So we've got bottles there. And then back over here where I was doing my unboxing this morning, I got in a mid-century dining room set. Still does have the original fabric under that fabric. So I'll probably pull that fabric off and expose the original because it is like a brown tweed. And I think it's probably back in style. But we've got table. It has really cool legs. There are 6 chairs, 2 leaves, sideboard, and then the china cabinet, which I think the china cabinet is amazing. Everything has this curve. So you see how it like curves around? Even the table. Show you that way. And I also have the original bill of sale for that table. It came from Bald Knot Furniture in Rocky Mount. This is from a company in North Carolina that used to be sold in this area. And the entire set in 1953. That's how old the set is, and it was still being used. And it is still in great condition. But 1953, the entire set cost $250, which was a lot of money in 1953. So, I'm gonna get that kind of priced out today. I'm putting a very few things on it, but I wanted to make sure they were period related. But yeah, that's all the new furniture I got in, which was the last of what I was expecting. And now I can kind of put the store back together until we come up with the next reset. So this one about killed me. we had heavy stuff this time. The furniture is not getting lighter. So that tells you the quality in the pieces that we are getting in. But I'm really happy with how the store is looking. So I want you to come by and take a look. And let's do one. I got just a few more things to pack up off the floor and get priced. It looks like we're real full, and we are. We are real full. I have so much stone and crockware. We are not going to blow away. It is holding the whole store down at this point. I got that pile right there to clean up. And we have local stuff. So can tell you a little bit about where the things came from locally. This is my gallery wall as you come in. We have a grouse. We have a creepy kid I named Sally. We have a fish, we have a hyena, a squirrel, and a hornet's nest or a wasp nest. So, yep, wasp nests, that's the thing. Look them up on eBay. I don't know any, like $700 to buy a wasp nest. Makes you look differently at what you got hanging around the house now, doesn't it? Do not do that though. That's not safe. So come by and see us. We're open 10 to 5 today, 10 to 5 tomorrow, 10 to 4 on Saturday. Would love to see you. Still have half price clothes and half price shoes. We are trying just to thin those out and get those sold down so we can bring in more furniture. And I look forward to seeing you. Thanks for shopping around. Thanks for stopping by. And if you watch this entire video, girl, you got more patience than I do. I couldn't watch me this long. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.